Forget the content production. Direct messages, more and more competition. Creating content in order to get clients on LinkedIn is the worst idea ever. Don't get me wrong, you will get clients with content creation, but it will take you months, especially when you're just starting out, because first of all, you have to show the algorithm exactly who you are and what you do. The algorithm needs to trust you. And the second of all, it's the people, right? They don't know who you are, they're checking out some of your stuff. They really need to take some time in order to understand what kind of person you are, what is your service, what are you selling, so on, so forth. On top of that, LinkedIn's audience base is growing dramatically, and so is the quantity of content producers. It means as time goes, you have more and more competition. So your potential clients see a lot of other people's content, and guess what? If they have more following, if they have more interaction on their posts, which they will have because they've been on the platform much earlier than you, well, they will pick them more likely than they will pick you. What can you do in this situation? Well, the answer is simple. First of all, you have to start sending direct messages to your potential clients that fit your ideal customer profile, which is your ICP. And the second thing, you have to start commenting on their posts. And I'm going to show you the two exact ways of how you can do these two things right now. Before you start sending messages to your potential clients, of course, you need to go out there and find them. So how do you do this? You go to Sales Navigator, which is LinkedIn's very own tool. You go register there if you haven't used it. It's free for the first 30 days and you can use it as much as you wish. So you go out there and then pinpoint your ideal client profile. Companies, like, where do they work? Where are they based? What sort of the decision maker are you looking for? So you pinpoint all of these things. And then the next thing, you start adding these people to your network. You start sending them connection requests. And I'll share a small trick with you here, because LinkedIn actually allows you to have those private notes which you can add on top of the connection request to make the connection request a little bit more personalized. So my advice to you is ignore those at all costs. We run numerous experiments and it's not just my results. People see this all the time. On average, if you don't send personalized note with your connection request, the potential client is more likely to accept your connection request. So it's a little bit counterintuitive. So ignore those and just press that connect button, and that's all you need. Once your potential clients accept your connection request, this is when you start reaching out. You start sending the messages. How do you start sending the messages? I have this little trick, this little approach that I developed over the past 7 years of cold emailing, cold messaging to potential clients all over the world. It's 2 messages. Message number 1, you kind of have to, what I call, unlock your client. So you have to show them that you are a legit person and that you took some time in order to basically look at their profile, and you kind of respect them. That's important. So you never pitch in the first message. So you might have checked out their content, something grabbed your attention, or their banner looks nice. All you need to do is just compliment, maybe make a small joke about maybe their location or wherever they are located. And then on top of that, your second line within that first message would be that you are actually here for business. Yeah, so this is just an introduction, because you don't want to be one of those guys that pitches their service right from the start. So we don't do that. And that's very, very easy. Once that message is cleared, once you get a reply, you are going to send a second message where you're going to share the value, exactly what you can do for them, maybe a result based on your previous work with your customers in the past, or maybe some finding that you can share with them. And then you do that over a quick call, which is a discovery call. So the goal of your direct messaging approach is all about getting them on the call with you, the expert, the professional, the company, the business, the agency, one of those. So again, the goal of direct messaging is not to sell your service, it's just to sell an opportunity to talk with yourself on a discovery call, which lasts anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. I also call this like online coffee events. This is when you sit down, you look at each other and see if there is a chance you can potentially help them out with anything. So that's the only thing you sell in direct messages. And let me tell you, this approach, unlike the content creation approach, is a lot more proactive, and it's a lot more predictable as well, especially once you have your service really dialed in. You know exactly what your niche is, what your position is, what your offer is. If you don't know that, if you need some help with that, make sure check out the link underneath that video in the description section, and it will help you out big time. While you're sending these messages, what do you do next? Of course, you can comment, and I already mentioned that you can comment on your potential clients' posts. The thing is, it's very hard to find active potential clients on LinkedIn by just looking through their profiles. So LinkedIn Sales Navigator has a very useful feature which you can simply turn on, and LinkedIn will show you the active users of LinkedIn. By active, it means they're either posting content or they're reposting things. So you know they're more likely to be active on LinkedIn and actually posting things. So this is when you can come in and basically get on their radar. You know, they post something, especially if they're not getting a lot of interaction in their post. This is your opportunity. This is when you come in and actually write a very thoughtful comment, ask them a question, try to get them to talk to you, and then at the same time you reach them out on the direct message. Of course, you can start by commenting first and then reaching out in the direct message, or you can start by commenting first and then connecting to them and then sending the connection request. So this is, even though it takes a lot of work, this produces the highest return on investment, meaning that your connection request percentage, the conversion rate for those, will be the highest. So this is about it for this video. So again, if you want to get the clients as quickly as possible from LinkedIn, forget the content production. Content production is a really long-term approach. The quickest way to get clients is through sending direct messages by the way I've described, and also by commenting on your potential clients' posts, especially of course if they're producing those. I hope this video has been of value. Subscribe to the channel, check out the link down there below, and I'll see you in the next one.